Hey guys, this is Dinosaur on how to draw dinosaur scales part 2. So let's continue on drawing the scales actually. And if you are someone who really enjoys looking at how I do the scales and taking all this time to uh, make them, you might want to continue on watching. But if you are someone who doesn't really like to take this much time to watch the video, then you can just skip it to, I don't know, when I actually finished doing the scales. And I will be talk about some other parts and doing um, well, actually something like texture and stuff. Yeah, well, texture and stuff like Indominus Rex doesn't have a lot of texture on it. With that I mean the colors, stripes or circles, whatever you like. But I will be drawing it on this Indominus Rex because well, this is just an how to draw video, like I said. So yeah, just continue on drawing these skills, and I'm just gonna draw it very quick, as fast as I actually can, to give you guys, well, so you guys don't have to wait that long for me to actually finish the skills. So yeah, be careful for the teeth. Actually, you don't want to do the same with the teeth because yeah, you just want to leave the teeth for later on, so we can do some detail into the teeth when we have done the scales actually. Right, so I'm just going to be darkening the teeth a little bit so I can see the difference between the scales and the teeth better. So yeah, as you can see, it already looks three-dimensional. Well, more three-dimensional when we don't do this, when we don't use this effect. Alright, so when I'm finished with this part, I'm gonna be focusing on doing the holes actually. It already looks alright, I think. And if you wanna do some stripes on it, you can just darken the parts. Like you can just draw like this. I wanna make these stripes over there, and you can just between these lines you can darken the scale even more, so it looks more dark than the rest of the scale. So you can give it an effect like it's striped or whatever you like. If you want to make a circle in its texture, you can use a circle, whatever you like. So now I'm going to be showing, well, focusing on this part. I want to do a really large scale over here. Maybe this one is a little bit too large, like this. And then just go around it like this. And I think I accidentally already made it too dark, but that's okay. And make it smaller and smaller and smaller as you continue drawing these scales actually. Don't make them too small. Just try to make them okay. They have to look okay. So actually these scales are kind of like looking like the scales of a snake actually. It's my opinion. But when I actually darken those scales in, they look more like a crocodile, I think. And do the same with this, only end it for about over there, because over here we're going to be growing some more scales like this. I don't know why, but the Indominus Rex has got something like that in its ear. Well, actually in its ear area. So yeah, and then darken those lines that you created early on. Darken those lines a little bit more. And this one also. Wait a second, I have to pick something up from my puppy. Here, here, come back. Here. Alright, I'm back. And actually we're going to pay attention to the eye later on, not right now. So you want to darken those areas just like you did with all the areas. Later on we're going to do some shadow into it, but I'm not going to focusing on doing shadow right now. And also, when you got some small gaps, just put some scales into those gaps, very small scales. Will look pretty good. So yeah, you can just go and darken this a little bit, as long as you leave a bit of light. So this creates a kind of a 3D effect into it. You can try it out. And don't try to be as quick as I am right now, because I'm not I'm not drawing very good right now, because I'm trying to make a tutorial, and when I do a tutorial I don't really take that much time to do it, so it won't look as good if I did it without trying to film it. I can actually show you guys a few drawings. Wait a second. Well, this is actually a raptor I did, and as you can see, it is very detailed, but it's not very good actually. That's my opinion on it, and I just dropped some pencils, but it's not very good. But this is what it's supposed to look like when the drawing is actually finished. So yeah. So yeah, let's continue on drawing the scales actually. So yeah, the reason that I'm not making loads of videos anymore at this moment is because I bought myself a puppy, and yeah, it takes a lot of time. A few weeks earlier he was very small, and he just took a lot of attention and care actually. But now he's a little bit bigger, he's grown a lot, and now I can actually make some videos, but you guys will be hearing some noises in the background for the next few videos, I think. But it will pass over. I mean, when he's grown, he will be a lot more calmer, and right now he's a bit of a pain in the ass, but yeah, I chose to do it. It's my choice, so I have to deal with it. And actually it's already looking very good, in my opinion. It's not bad actually, even though I am not taking a lot of time to draw it, but it's looking very good. So yeah, actually you guys have got the idea on how I draw the scales right now, I think. But just for the ones who want to see me drawing all these scales in, I don't know if there are a lot of people who want to see me drawing all these scales, but if there are, I'll just continue on drawing these scales until I've got all of them in, and then we're gonna get to the point where I will get some shadow into it and some color, well actually stripes maybe, or circles. No, I'm gonna make stripes because they look a lot cooler than circles actually. So yeah, when you do stripes, like I just showed you guys, you're just gonna put in some lines where your stripes are gonna be, and between those lines you're just gonna darken those scales a little bit more than the rest of them around them. So that makes a very good looking effect, and then it will look like it has some very nice stripes actually. So I'm almost done doing the scales of its upper jaw, and its lower jaw is going to be a lot easier because its lower jaw will be having larger scales like these actually, and these one are actually very easy to darken in because they don't have to be as dark as you would think, but actually just a little bit darker than I just did it over here. Alright, and don't forget to leave a bit of light into your scale because it will give it an effect of well actually it will give it a shiny effect like the lizard skin, snake skin and crocodile skin. So yeah, I think we're finished with, we're almost finished then. Let's just I don't know what these are. These are just some really big weird scales, but you can also see them as horns. Just tiny horn with scales on the back of its head. And with doing its horn, You can actually, the back of its horn will be darker. You can do the same as the scales, but you're gonna leave a bit more light actually, because you can just make some lines that will indicate of it's being a horn. Just like this. So there you have it actually. And now, yeah, let's do the same with the teeth, but the teeth are gonna be very dark actually. I want to make them a little bit darker and get some darker lines into it. I don't know why, but I think it will look very good. But if it doesn't, I'm screwed actually. Well, actually not, because you guys know it's a tutorial, and it's just for you guys to know the best ways to. Wait a second. Hey. My puppy was just chewing on a t-shirt. Alright, so yeah, you guys actually know that this is for you, and this is just only to show you the best ways to, well, my best ways on how to draw three-dimensional shaped scales. And then I'm gonna take my 0.5 millimeter point, because I can get some darker lines with it. Just draw in these dark lines. I don't know if you can actually see those lines, because these are very fine lines actually, but I hope you can. So yeah, that's for about it. Now we're gonna be focusing on doing some more shadow, and just like, again, imagine the sun is coming from this side, and that means that there's gonna be a bit of shadow over here, and to show that there's gonna be a bit more shadow, I'm just gonna darken the scales a little bit more, and just slightly make it look like. You can also just put some shadow in there, like I'm doing right now, because it will also look fairly good. Just like that. And then put some shadow over here, because this is also, just imagine this is a very big, large scale, which is three-dimensional and pointing a bit outwards. So you want to make these lines a little darker, actually. Like that. And then do the same over here, just exactly the same. But this hole is actually gonna be a bit more dark than the rest of it, because I find it looking kind of cool. I almost do it with every drawing where I use these skills. And the Indominus Rex actually has got very dark holes in its head, so I'm gonna be darkening this even more. So yeah. And now this part actually, and here with its ear it's gonna be very dark, and over here there's gonna be a very darkish tone actually. But then this will be very light actually again. So just like that. And yeah, so let's just quickly put in the scales of its lower jaw. I'm gonna pick my auto mechanical pencil with a larger point. I think it was for about a 0.7 millimeter point. Alright, and then just put very large ovals into it and continue on doing it. These scales don't have to be placed perfectly like a special kind of guideline or anything like it. You can just put some rounded scales into it and it doesn't really matter where they are going or where they come from. And again, for the guys who don't want to see the whole video, just skip a part of the video until you think you are at the point where you can get a bit more of information that will help you more. Between those teeth you can make some small scales because you can't really make large scales between them. So yeah, just continue on doing it. And again, if you've got some room between those scales, get some very small scales between them. So yeah, and then just do the same again as you did with the upper jaw, and now do it on the lower jaw. And yeah, so you know what, I'm gonna be making a part 3 on how to do it, because this video is already at 22 minutes. So yeah, if you liked it, leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to my channel. And yeah, so this was Dinosaur drawing on how to draw dinosaur scales part 2, and goodbye.